Hi and Assalamualaikum. Today our group will be presenting about volumetric analysis in food industry. Okay, before we start, our group consists of 4 members, which are Nisrina, Nabihah, Nurul Insyirah, Aqilah, and myself, Arnieza Shafiqa. Firstly, do you know what is a titration? Titration, also known as volumetric analysis, is a method to determine concentration of a dissolved substance or solute in a solution. Titration in food industry have a similar laboratory techniques for general chemistry students. There are many types of titration such as acid-base titration, reduction oxidation titrations, precipitation titrations, and also complexometric titrations. Titration is frequently used in a food industry to ensure that the food products have a correct amount of vitamins or other essential compounds. Analysis of food products using titration ensures that the food we purchase have a balanced composition. Next, I will be explaining to you the theory for salt titrations, and the next presenter will be explaining in more details about these salt titrations. In most methods, Ag plus ion reacts with Cl minus ion to form AgCl. Since Ag plus ion are taken in excess amount, so after the Cl minus converted to AgCl, the excess of Ag plus ion reacts with the indicator, which is potassium chromate, and forms silver chromate. This silver chromate gives brick red color, which is the endpoint of the titrations. Take note that this whole reaction occurs in neutral pH.
Next one, there are many uses that involve titration in industry nowadays. But today, I would like to highlight about food industry. The advantages of titration in this industry is to allow food manufacturer to determine the quantity of a reactant. Also, provide a lot of information such as quality control and contamination of foodstuff. Titration also able to analyze the purity and content of a food. And lastly, the process is cheap and not that complex to be done because there are no specialized equipment required. What about potato chips? It is undoubtedly that everyone will like them because of the texture and taste. Crunchy food cannot have too much moisture or they will lose their crunchiness. Titration can also be used to control the crunchiness and texture of a food. We can also know how much the salt content in the food. But have you wondered how industry include the salt content in the nutrition labels?
The accuracy of the results of your titration will be a reflection of the care you took while performing it. When done carefully, titrations give very accurate, precise results.
Carl Friedrich Mohr was a German chemist that invented a method for determining sodium chloride concentration, which is salt, when it is titrated against silver nitrate. Potassium chromate is used as indicator in this titration. The endpoint is indicated by the change of color from yellow to reddish brown. Let's see how Mohr's titration works.
For Mohr's titration, we will need a blender, measuring cylinder, a conical flask, 50 ml of distilled water, 5% potassium chromate as the indicator, and burette filled with 0.1 N of silver nitrate.
Let's see how the titration take part. First, crush the potato chips into powdered form using blender. Next, take some of the sample to weigh for 3.5 gram until 5 gram using the balance. Third, transfer the sample into a clean conical flask and add 50 milliliters of distilled water into it. Swirl the flask until the mixture homogeneous. Add 1 milliliter potassium chromate into the solution. Now, we can start titrating the silver nitrate in the burette. Stop the experiment when the endpoint is reached.
For the calculation to determine the salt percentage, the volume of silver nitrate times with normality of silver nitrate as it already been labeled and pair it with the weight sample.
As the conclusion, we learned that titration is a volumetric analysis that can be proven to be a very useful method for testing substances in everyday use. It has broad range of applications in everyday life and is long established as a reliable form of analysis in quality control tests, as it can precisely measure the proportion of chemicals and ingredients in various products and treatments, besides allowing us to determine the unknown substances and its concentration within an analyzed solution, hence making it as one of the most commonly used methods in all sorts of industry, which includes the food industry and chemical manufacturing. The several types of titration methods were all used in the food industry with different purposes depending on how the product being developed. In food processing, acid and base titration determines the acidity of fruit juice, and redox titration can measure the amount of vitamin C in orange juice. Meanwhile, precipitation titration is useful for determining salt contents in different food products. Some food manufacturers use manual titration methods for salt testing.